Alright. This is my first time ever talking to a camera. Really, Jesus Christ, how I'm shitting here. I just want to kind of touch on... Hold on, I got this fucking old man behind me. Hold on. I just want to kind of touch on where I stand on the human society right now. I mean, humanity in general. I spent a lot, if not all, of my life believing and thinking that humanity is hopeless. I still kind of believe that, but I'm starting to reach a point where I change my perspective on it all. Humanity to me, at least before, was just technologically consumed. And when I say that, I mean social media, staring at your phone nonstop as I sit here and stare at my phone, and, you know, Instagram, TikTok, that fucking just came out or whatever. TikTok is one of the ones that apparently, once you get it, you don't get the fuck off of it. And I keep hearing about their algorithm is so good, it just gives you so many options for these great videos that the algorithm knows that you will watch. That's a little scary to me, because that means that an algorithm, a computer essentially, is telling me, my phone who I am, what I'm interested in, what I do on a day-to-day basis on my phone. I was tracking my phone, you know, doing all this, doing all that. So I had all these conspiracy theories and all this fucking shit. But I've kind of changed my tune a little bit the more I, like, listen to some podcasts or, you know, talk to people that are near my age. I'm only 28. I mean, I'm paralyzed, though, from here down, so I'm really, like, 56. But I had no hope for humanity is what I'm trying to get at. And I thought that we were all just going to be socially deprived due to our phones and all these conspiracy theories that I just kind of had put together based off of hundreds of people's other opinions and what I see when I go out and what I hear. But I've kind of been changing my tune a little bit. I kind of think that it was absorbing us for a while, but a lot of people my age or younger than me are starting to be socially conscious of the fact that they're on their phone way too damn much, or they're scrolling through TikTok way too damn much. They're doing this, they're doing that way too much, and not getting any social interaction with friends or family, or even just a random person at a grocery store. If someone looked like they needed help back in the day, when I was completely convinced that humanity was fucked and didn't give a shit about me, and in turn I didn't give a shit about it, if I would have seen someone that needed something, you know, that something could have been as simple as, like, help at the grocery store just pushing a cart or some shit, I would always look at them and be like, yeah, they wouldn't fucking help me, why the fuck am I gonna help them? Well, I'm starting to kind of change my tune and think that maybe being good to people will not only make me feel good, because whenever I do something good for people, I I feel good about it. I feel like I did my deed for the day. And I kind of want to just like give back, but I can't really find my niche as to where to go from wanting to give back. How do I give back? Is it just day to day, you help someone out? Yeah, that's cool, but chances are you're never going to see that person again. That person's going to forget that you had helped them, but hopefully they return the favor, and so on and so forth. But it's realistically turned a page in my book to have a little more belief in humanity. I'm starting to think that I'm in a wheelchair. I'm paralyzed. Paralyzed is fucking shit. If I can't reach something, the next person around the corner or whoever, I ask them for help. They don't tell me to fuck off, which means maybe there's a little bit of help. Like, oh yeah, absolutely, no problem. Whether it's someone that works there or not. Just because I can't reach it, they understand, hey, all I gotta do is take the 4 seconds out of my day to go grab this shit for this guy. And I used to always think too, because I'm in a wheelchair, people look at me funny. People look at me funny, they think I'm fucking weird. There's something I am fucking weird, but they don't think there's anything to me. I'm just a fucking guy in a wheelchair. Which is true. I am just a guy in a wheelchair. There's nothing special about me. I had actually messaged my brother yesterday, before, one of the two. I can't remember, but it was one of these days this week. I was like, hey, let's make a podcast in your garage. He's got a badass garage, bitchin' garage. Lighting is great. Everything about it's fantastic. I was like, let's throw a couch in there and just make a podcast. His response was, I don't understand. What the fuck do you mean you don't understand? Let's make a podcast in your garage. I made that very, very simple. He responded with, there's literally nothing interesting about us. Well, that was just a complete shit on me. I think I'm pretty interesting. I'm in a wheelchair, I'm pretty positive. Maybe I can inspire some people to do something. I'm a stay-at-home dad, take care of 2 kids, 2 dogs, a cat, 4 chickens. I think that's pretty fucking interesting that I do all that from a wheelchair. That's more than a lot of people fucking do that aren't in a wheelchair. No one really does, like, in my opinion, cool shit. I mean, I have a lot of friends that, like, occasionally go out and, bury themselves in mud and do something cool or whatever, but everyone just kind of throws themselves into working. Like, they'll get off work weekends here and they make the conscious decision to go outside and cut down trees. I understand it's something that needs to be done, but people throw everything they got into work just because they want to make things better. I don't know. That was kind of just a pointless. Right? Doesn't matter. I have one friend actually in particular that he's very driven. He really, really, he's a business owner. He owns his own business, but he also works for his own business. He started his business, just a lawn care business, to get away from working for someone. He did. Now he works for himself. He's still working. He's very driven. He wants to do something bigger. He's not happy with where he sits. He's he's a very intelligent man. Does he drink a little too much beer? I believe so. But in hindsight, he's a very intelligent man. You just sit down and talk to him, and he's a smart guy. I'm sorry my phone keeps falling too. But he's a very smart guy. He just kind of he made the decision to not work for anyone, but now he works for himself. Now he has to get up and he has specific duties that he has to take care of and all this stuff, but he's very driven. He wants to do something bigger, wants to do something better, has a whole bunch, and I mean a whole bunch of ideas. And these ideas would be fantastic if he could just get there. But the one obstacle that always, this is something for everyone, always in the way, money. But I can't understand if the goal that he has is to continue to work for himself or have people working for him. Yes, there would still obviously be decisions that needs to be made and all that. He would have to do a little here and there, but he's not going to have to, hopefully, be pulling 50, 60 hours a week just to make his buck. It's a very complicated balance that you have to think of. And when I see him doing all this work, trying to better himself, better his life, better his wife's life, better everything, it makes me think that there's possibly other people in the world that have that perspective and that will help with something like that, not thinking of the object of money. But I'm not sure. See, my thing is, people are focused on one thing and one thing only, themselves. What they can do to get to where they need to go, no matter who they have to fuck to do it. So here I am thinking, what can I do to make my impact on people not about money? I feel like I'm inspirational. I can inspire some people. I would just have to explain to you guys and show you guys what my story is. And maybe that's where we'll start. Maybe we'll start there. Maybe I'll put out a story. Story of what I used to be, what I am now, who I am now. And I'll get someone on there to do so. So let's just make this my short first post. In the next one, I'll explain it all to you. I'll explain everything. Who I am, where I'm from, what I do now, who I am now. And how I've grown and actually became the man that I am today. That'll just give you guys some sort of context as to what I'm trying to do here. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap this up. Have a good day, everyone. And remember, just do one little thing to help someone out. It might go a long way. Not for you, but it might continuously wrap up and wrap up and wrap up until you have a full roll of tape to just help fix someone's day. Bye, everyone.